So as you probably know, I love my oddball fish, and I used to have a few of these, and over the time, for one reason or another, I've lost them, and now I've got some more. So I've just bought myself 6 Amazon pufferfish, and the reason that I bought Amazon pufferfish, I had them before, as I say, but they had different problems, and they didn't last. Anyway, now I've got new ones, and the reason is because I've got so many snails. I mean, so many, there's tons and tons. I've just cleaned the tank out, I've emptied it, and I've filled it up with water. I've cleaned the pump, I've done everything. I've cleaned it, but I mean, there's loads of snails still in here. I didn't sift the bottom or anything like that. I'm going to do a hoover at a later stage, but I just thought I'd bring you in for an unboxing video. Now, normally I don't like to add someone else's water to my tank, but as I've done a full water change in my tank, I'm actually going to probably do that. We'll see. Okay, so what I've done is I've just emptied them into a bucket. There are 6 Amazon pufferfish. Their water's a bit chillier than the water. I've just left them in the bag for 20-30 minutes to acclimatise to the water temperature. And what I'm going to do is I've got a plastic cup here, and I'm going to scoop them up individually, put them in the tank. So here we go. There's one. I just want to try and minimise the amount of water that I transfer into my fish tank. So here's one. There it goes. There's 2 that are a bit pale looking, and then the rest of them are nice and coloured up. There we go. There's 2. They sometimes lose their colour when they're stressed. There's 3. I don't like to take pufferfish out of the water because they tend to puff up when you take them out of the water. So if you don't take them out of the water, then they don't puff up, and you don't have so many problems with them. That's what I'm hoping anyway. I keep pea puffers as well, which are an Indian species, Indian pea puffers. These are Amazon. All the pufferfish that I keep are freshwater. I did used to have some green spot pufferfish, and they were a brackish water species, but I don't have them anymore. A friend of mine took them on. Got a nice picture of my arm instead. This is number 5. Okay, this is the last one, and like I say, I didn't want to put too much of the water that they came in into my tank, because they tend to be stressed when they come in, and the stress that they release, the stress hormone that they release, they'll release into the water, and I don't want that in my main fish tank. So here we go, there's number 6. We'll have a look at them when they're in. There we go. Get rid of this bucket of water. Okay, they're in. So 6 Amazon pufferfish. See one at the top there. They are all in, and they're all swimming about. There's a couple on down the bottom here. Another 2 at the back over there. There's another just seen over here somewhere. All 6 are in anyway. So I'm just going to let them settle in. I'm sure they'll all find each other. They've got plenty of places to hide, so they've got rocks with holes in. They've got tubes of rocks with holes in. There are other fish in here. It is a community tank, but it's massive. It's a 300 litre community tank. There are 3 reed or rope fish in here. There's a few Corydorus, quite a few Corydorus, and then I've got 4 or 5 eels as well, a tire track, a zigzag, 3 peacock eels, and a yellowfin eel as well, and then there's other fish, a pair of Bosnian rams, there's a chain link bocia, and there's some coolie loach. There's a couple of yo-yo bochas. There's a lot of plecos. They're all bristlenose plecs, and there's quite a few of them. And the whole tank is just full of snails, right? So there we go. We've got 5 of the 6. The 6th one is over in the corner, surfing the glass at the minute. But I'm sure as soon as it's sorted itself out, it won't be doing that, and it'll just go around and find things to eat in the tank, because there's so many snails at the bottom here. So I'm hoping that they will munch through the snails, because this is what they eat in the wild, and they are actually going for different things on the bottom of the tank there. There's ram's horn snails, there's tadpole or bladder snails, and then there's ice cream cone snails or Malaysian trumpet snails. There's one of my bochas, that's a yo-yo bocha. There's 2 of them. But yeah, there's quite a few different fish in here. Some of them nocturnal, some of them are diurnal, so some come out at night time, some come out in the daytime. There's a couple of rainbow sharks. There's an albino one and an ordinary one, so black with red fins, an albino one white with red fins. Yeah, lots of fish in here for them to hang out with and play around with, and lots of snails for them to eat. So I'm hoping that they'll munch their way through all the snails. I will get them some other things. They've got bug bites as well, food. I have wafers that sink to the bottom for the plecos and for the corridorus. And pellets that I feed. I feed them a varied diet. There's plenty of places for them to hide. There's plenty of plants and things like that. I've just seen there's a couple of floating, so I got to replant some floating plants. There is a little wave machine in one corner which is directed at a CO2 kit. I've got to refill the CO2 kit. I think it's just about still going, but it's been going for about 3 months. So it's a CO2 generator. It's up there on the end there. It's a big canister, and you make it up yourself using citric acid and bicarb soda mixed together with water, and it generates its own CO2. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring you in for unboxing my new Amazon pufferfish, and this is them, and we'll see how they go. Let them settle in. There's my little chain link bocha. Yeah, everyone's doing well, everyone's looking happy, and I'm sure they'll be happy living in here. There are 6 and they are wonderful. Thank you to Abyss Aquatics. If you want to buy some aquatics, some fish, and they do corals and sea saltwater fish and freshwater fish, and they're called Abyss Aquatics.